We are watching Ella's breaststroke above the water, commentary by Coach Chris. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to watch it at full speed, just so we can kind of see how the rhythm of the stroke goes. Now there's a lot of technical stuff to look at underwater with breaststroke. Above water, there's a fewer things to look at. So we're going to talk about the stuff that we want to touch on above water, and then we'll move to that underwater video, which will have a lot more of the meat and potatoes. So she does a really good job of getting up in the water. I'd like to see her kind of get a little bit more vertical. She's coming up and forward really well, but you can see there's still a small portion of her arm underwater. I just want to see her shrug up and kind of let her energy get up higher into the air before she starts kind of extending out forward. Now the big thing for her is on the extension phase. We're going to extend here. She's keeping her head up. You can see here. She's keeping that head up and keeping her eyes forward. And what that's going to do is that's going to cause an issue, because her hips are going to have to stay low because her head's all the way up looking forward. So we got to get those eyes away from the wall. We got to get those eyes down on the bottom of the pool as our face enters the water. You can just see she's keeping that head up, looking slightly down, but not a whole lot. Decent flexibility with the kick, and she's getting her hips up. Again, just like to see her try to get a little bit higher in the water. She's just keeping herself a little low. And she's getting lower as we approach the turn. Solid turn. A little rushed on this pull out. See this first glide. She's going to separate and go right for the pole almost as soon as her feet leave the wall. So we got to make sure that we're gliding more in this position. I like to see the kids get out closer to the flags before they even start that first dolphin kick or that first pull. So she's done a pull, a kick, and I think a dolphin kick at the end of the pull. And she's two markers. She's at the red marker, the first red marker past the red zone or the green zone of the flags. Okay, if she can just use the glides better, which we talk about all the time, we got to get better with those glides, more patient with them, because there's no reason why she shouldn't be getting closer to this first green marker out here for that breakout. So it's just a little rushed. Everything's a little rushed underwater, and we're not getting the most out of everything. Here she's a little lower. First couple strokes, starting to get a little higher. So going into the wall, we had a much better body position. Here we're sitting real low. I don't know if she's slowing down because it's the second half of the taping. But you can see she's barely getting the shoulders out on that side. And she's getting pretty much the whole upper arm out on this one. So two different strokes as we're coming out on that breaststroke on the video here. Yeah, just a lot, keeping the head up too long and a lot lower body position. And I think that has to do with she's focusing too much on swimming to the end of this than on what she's doing with her stroke. But that's good because that'll show us how her stroke breaks down. So try and shrug up, get a little higher in the water, keep the hands and elbows and forearms in alignment just under the surface. We do a lot of drills focusing on that. Get the head down lower and keep the eyes down longer as we extend. And we'll see that a lot better on this underwater video. So let's go ahead and take a look underwater and talk about some of the stuff we see.